hold on a second.
Well, I had
just
more
hold
to
on.
say.
Okay. Fuck.
I did too.
When there's a shot you can barely cold, spread so thin like a tide roll, tripping over yourself to make sure you never miss a mile.
Okay, that's the headline of what I have to say.
Where's my toast? Where's my
Fuck you.
Where's my fucking toast?
See, I had witness.
Yes.
What did you witness exactly?
Look who
It
we
was a
have
very-
here.
What did
Let's
you
just
wit-
acknowledge before we get to like attack you and call you out,
my
and
God,
I
this is-
finally have justice.
It's gonna be such a fucking badge fest against me today. It's gonna
No,
be
but we
horrible.
had Kyle and Moo also backing up Nikka
Exactly.
and me.
Exactly.
True.
Just 2 more badges in the background.
Bodhi's going to be reduced to nothing today, so just get ready.
Zilch, zero,
It's
zip.
just a room full of sinking women, period sinking women today. All right. So first of all, why don't you introduce your amazing friend?
This is my best friend, Nikka Costa.
Hi.
We're so happy she's here.
This is Jenna's dear friend Nikka.
Poor Bodhi.
Yeah, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well.
Not a
I've
good
stuck
thing.
up for you before.
That was her
You
song
did.
that I
There's
was
been
singing.
times.
That is my life theme. That's
Can't
her.
please everybody.
Can't please everybody.
Can't please everybody.
And you can
She's
find
awesome.
you can find Nikka where?
Official Nikka on Instagram and Twitter.
Official Nikka on Instagram and Twitter. Nikka, you did stick up for me once before.
One time in all the years.
In all the years.
You-
I couldn't take it
Actually-
anymore.
I know she couldn't take our relationship anymore. She couldn't
No,
take how we
that's
were.
not what she couldn't take.
She couldn't take how I was being a bitch to you.
You dominating me and just taking like nut sacks and just chopping away at them. What was it that happened?
Okay, it was my birthday dinner
Right.
in 2013, I think.
Yes.
And
Poor Bodhi.
it was me and Bodhi and Nikka and Jenny Johnson. And I think she's going to be a guest soon. She said she'd do it.
Yeah.
And who else was there?
Julianne.
And Julianne.
So you had your.
I had
crew.
my vagina posse there.
That's right.
The badge
and you
posse.
were just.
Yeah. Which I
slammed
like
to the
usually.
floor.
Because I like all of her friends.
Yeah. So so we were in the early stages of about to conceive of doing our podcast, or had just started doing it or something. It was
Yeah.
long before we filmed it, and the tone of how we were at the time was in a full antagonistic swing.
We were going through, that was what led to the podcast, was we were going through some shit. We were
Yeah.
going through some changes. We were hitting puberty as a relationship.
Yes.
And her voice was cracking, and we were
really
like, I hate my
stinky.
mom and dad, but I don't want to live here anymore. I'm going to be in my room listening to Metallica. It was the version of that, but for relationships,
Yeah.
right? It was like we just got hair in our nuts, and we were like, I'm going to move out.
But it was like in front of an audience of friends.
Yeah.
At
You-
my birthday dinner.
Yeah.
And what did
Right.
you say to her exactly? It was amazing.
Well, no, I noticed. No, it was when we were at Valet. Like, I noticed when we were having cake that she was kind of like uncomfortable. Like, her face was a little off, and I was like, "What's happening with Nikka? Aww, what's happening?"
was a
But I could
lovely
tell it
evening.
wasn't like something having to do with her. It wasn't like she was introspective. She was like observing, and then had like shit look on her face.
Jenna was like, we had spent a lovely
Yeah.
evening attacking Bodhi. I don't know why anyone would be
It was
put
a
off by
relent-
this.
It was a particularly relentless attack.
Yeah, it was. And
It
so
was-
we're out at Valet, and she's like, we're waiting for our cars. And then we're standing there, and she's like, listen. And so what did you say to me?
I think I was just like, you know, you've been married a long time. I've been married a long time. I get it. He's totally annoying,
I
but
remember that part of it.
you might,
You were paying for Valet.
you might want to just tone it down a hair so that you can still be married. Because one day he might get really pissed.
And
just
you
be
said,
like,
you know what you said? She goes, I'm kind of worried for him and his health.
Now, the
She was worried for your health.
The truth was
because
that
of how
was when I had my
treating
fucking
you.
ulcers that,
I know.
and also my miner's cough. I had my miner's cough.
yeah.
No, it's true. And then we were actually going to a doctor
took it,
appointment.
though. You
I
were
took
like,
it. I was like, I really
hear
appreciate
you.
that.
I really appreciate
That's
that.
what friends are for. That's a good friend. You've always been a very good friend. Do you remember when I first had Story and I was having a
Yes.
really hard time breastfeeding, and there you were with me?
Yeah.
And I had to go
Crying.
get formula. I was crying.
Nipples were falling
It was
off.
hard. It
Nipples
was
were
hard.
everywhere.
It is hard.
And she was there.
Yeah.
Hi.
There's lots of stuff.
So that was a good thing, and it helped.
Develop this podcast.
Well, what happened is that
there,
it helped develop,
here
and
we
also
are.
I was able to grow back just a remnants of nuts.
One extra ball.
One extra ball. By the way, Nikka, Explain how it is that nuts work. Do you understand? How does the whole thing work?
We were at dinner last night and we were talking about balls.
Because
that's what you do at dinner.
2 sons, and I have now 1 new son.
Right.
So balls are like a whole
junk is everywhere.
New frontier
Yeah.
that I haven't.
She has a daughter who's
excavated
older.
Yet, completely.
Balls are a new
thoroughly.
frontier.
Balls are a new frontier
Oh, that is
for
the title.
me.
Balls are a new frontier.
So you know
So you were kind of trying to figure out how they work. You
what
didn't
to
quite get it.
expect from my son. Because
But you had logistic questions, where does how does
well, if it gets stuck up in there, can't
Yeah,
you just
because you were
pull
on a
it
hike
out?
in Yosemite and your ball got stuck up in your torso,
yeah, I had
Right.
and he had to pull it out.
Or can't you just bear down?
Okay, well, hang
or
on.
what? Like,
How
Okay,
did
so
you
can
get
you
the
just,
ball unstuck from the torso?
no, I didn't pull it out because there's
isn't it just like you just fish in there and
you can't get, there's nowhere to go. But yeah, so I guess, and I'm not an expert on this, but my
No?
understanding is that there's the sacks.
yeah.
There's one sack.
And then there's a sack. There's two sacks.
Yeah, but
that
it's all
combine-
connected. There's just a seam.
There's 1 sack.
Okay, but
With some
there's
stitching.
One main.
but there's 2 balls in the sack.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
With some slight.
And that's where the stuff
Baffling.
goes, and it hangs far from the body because
They're
it's
hot.
not supposed to be warm. They're supposed to be cool, otherwise the warmth kills the semen.
Then how come when it's cold they crawl up to get warm?
Well, they're supposed
They're supposed to be like room temp.
the body has made it so, but sometimes they can go back up
Right.
and on
Separate to each other.
like inside some
Like one's like, I'm
Do you
good. The
guys
other one's
know
like,
where they
fuck
go?
this.
I don't know where
Like,
they go.
I need my own bedroom.
Yes. It was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm gonna listen to Metallica. I'm gonna draw Satan symbols on my school folder. And so on Yosemite, I was on a hike, and it was a strenuous hike with a lot of climbing, and one ball went up somewhere. I don't know where it went exactly.
But you can feel that when that happens.
Yeah, it was like nauseating, and everyone stopped, and all of my friends named it a stuck ball point on. and after about 30 minutes, something happened where it released. It went down. It just relaxed, and something happened. So I didn't dig
And
it out.
it pops down.
I just kind of it went down, but it went up, and it was weird. But
But you can't pull it out. In other words, you have to
there's
wait for
nothing
it to
pull, because the sack is still there, the
Still
skin's
hangs.
still there,
Right.
But the thing inside went up.
Yeah, right. And you
So-
can't bear down and pop it out.
No, you
No.
probably just would shit. I don't think. I think it's a different muscle.
Then you'd have shit in your sack.
Then you'd have shit in your sack.
That would be bad.
But because I think only you guys get the ability
to bear down.
Yeah, or the Kegel, right? The Kegel muscle.
Kegel.
It's not Kegel.
That's
that's
like
clitoris
clitoris
and
slit
Kegel.
and
Kegel is a
Kegel,
Jewish
that's
attorney. Kegel, and Kegel. Welcome to Kegel, and Kegel. Can I help you? That's a Jewish attorney. So what is it that you can? What's the thing that you can do that women know how to do where they can squeeze
Many
the
things.
Kegel.
Many
The
things.
Kegel?
Kegel
You
exercise.
can squeeze it so it's like
Have you ever had any experience with the Kegel?
Yes, I'm doing Kegels
yeah,
right now.
every
You're
red
doing
light.
Kegels right now?
Yeah,
Right
me
now.
too.
You do Kegels at red
you doing
lights?
them?
Yeah, it makes it's uncomfortable.
Really?
Someone said you need to do it at every red light.
Someone said you need to do it every
So-
red light?
Yeah,
To work
you
on?
know, it's like
Yeah.
a time when you can remember, like, oh, got a Kegel.
Flushed and hot right now? I can't even take it.
Me too, because I'm kegling. It's horrible. I hate kegling.
Do you really know? I feel like Nikka would understand the Kegel thing. Do you really know have you ever Kegeled?
Yeah, she's kegling right
See
now.
how he's doubting me?
Because I don't
100%.
feel like you've ever said anything
Here's
to
the
me
thing. If
ever
you
once
don't
about
know
Kegeling.
about it, you think no one else does too.
Except your friends. No, just you.
I know. I'm Kegling right now.
But have you ever done Kegel exercises?
Yes.
And
That's how I know how to do it.
And it's to keep the vagine like
The
muscles
vagine.
in the vagina,
Vagine.
It's to
And it
keep the
also
vagine?
helps, like, so that when you're playing with your kids, you don't pee yourself after you've had children, because it helps tighten those muscles that help hold the pee in.
Oh, it has
Like, it's
value.
the same muscle that when you pee and then you want to stop
She's
peeing.
I'm doing them.
She's kegling right now. She's kegling. Everyone hold on. I still think it's a Jewish attorney. Welcome to Fleegan, Kegel, and Kegel.
So I just want to say how we started was, then we had to tell the backstory of the birthday party, but he was ordering me around this morning, like we've said about other podcasts, and I had witness this time.
Yeah.
I can call.
It was hardly even
Social
like
services.
spoken. It was a very he just threw it out at you.
I was
and
wearing
you were intended to just catch it.
I was
Yeah.
wearing like a dirty tank top with my hands down my pants, watching TV. Like, where's my fucking toast?
Totally with peanut butter.
I want my
Don't go
toast.
that far over. You're not even in frame.
Oh right, I'm supposed to be here. Where's my toast? I want my toast, Jenna.
And
you-
it happened, and then he would do what he does, just behaving normally towards me.
Just
the way he
sitting
does.
there.
And then Nikka's sitting here, and she's like, ooh.
Ooh.
Well, when
Kegel.
you're in someone else's house and you see how other people relate to each other, sometimes it's surprising. or it rubs you in a weird way because you're like, oh my god, we never do that in our house.
You don't.
But
he doesn't
we
order
would
you
do
around.
other stuff.
He doesn't order you around for toast. Your
If he
husband?
does, I can't understand what he's saying
Okay. Oh.
because he mumbles. So he's like,
Hey, bye, give me some toast, baby.
like, I don't know.
Your husband is Australian, and he does have a very kind of like an understated kind of.
He's Australian with a raspy voice.
Yeah.
With mumbling.
On the phone, I can't hear him.
Yeah, no, I know. I understand actually everything he says.
Yeah.
But it's convenient to pretend like I don't.
Yes.
And he
there's other
also
people that do it.
loses things every day, like keys, while in it. And now I just don't even help him.
You know where it is.
And he totally knows I'm not going to help him. No, I don't even know where it is. I don't care. I'm like, I've gotten you
not
the
your
magnet on the
problem.
fridge. I've gotten you the bowl at the door. I've done the whole thing. No. I was like, I've
And
lost
how long
my
have you
keys.
guys been together?
24, almost 25 years.
See?
Yeah,
Can't
so
be
now I'm
done.
just like,
and you guys are
you
both
lost your
musicians.
wallet.
Who knows
And
where
then
it is?
today he's taking care of the little guy because her daughter's with our boys off playing right now, and he sprained his ankle last night. And I said, "Fucking husbands will do anything to get out of taking care of the kids." And then she goes, "Yeah, that's why I was 10% sympathy," and the rest was like, "See ya."
So he sprained his ankle?
No, he twerked his knee. He's
Oh,
fine.
torqued his knee.
Twerked
Sorry.
his knee.
He's
Okay,
fine.
yeah, because
It's fine.
he's got to do what I did when Story was born, which is the full-on compound fracture break.
Oh yeah,
Right
when you had
before
that
Jenna was-
little
right
you
before
had that
Story
little
was born.
bus thing that
Yeah,
you
he
would
had the bus for his
scooch
knee.
around the.
You remember that?
He couldn't even carry his own.
You were sliced open
uh-huh,
and still had to
with nipples
breastfeed.
falling off,
Yeah.
and
yet-
a kid that was losing weight because he wasn't getting enough milk. Because I couldn't get him to latch on properly, but he's rolling around.
I was working on my kegel.
Like,
Wee.
wee, going by.
It was not fucking wee. It was miserable. It was not fucking wee.
I know.
It was
honey.
miserable. It was.
I'm sorry.
My kegel got so loose during the entire thing.
Sorry.
But then your point of reference, you're so funny to me because you'll be like, he says things to me about the kids as if he's telling me as if I don't know. Because it's a new discovery for him, but it's knowledge I've had for 7 to 8 years.
Like what?
I don't know. You'll say because the kids, you know what was really great with them? You know what works best? And I'm like, oh, thanks for telling me because you've kicked this.
He's
finally kicked in.
Finally kicked in.
You said to me many years ago when I met you.
We were waiting for you to be done being like, wee.
I met you and your daughter with me and the oldest. Wow, it's supposed to be on. Guys, everybody put it on vibrate. I met you at a park with Story.
Yeah.
And you said to me, so has fatherhood finally kicked in on you yet? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, for the first year and a half, you didn't quite do anything.
It's finally kicked in.
So listen, first of all, that was amazing that you said that because it hadn't kicked in on me. I was a
Right.
little in shock.
Right. Fair enough.
And also, I didn't have a father really until I was 14.
Okay.
So I didn't even know what fathers did. I had no fucking clue.
Am I supposed to?
This is when you can sing. But
Yeah.
it kicked in a
Okay.
major way because Jenna got really busy and I was like, I'm fucking super dad. And
And
now
then I
I'm
never
fucking
heard the end of it.
And now I'm fucking super dad.
Right.
I'm
Good
super
for
dad.
you.
I'm
Okay,
fucking
good.
super dad.
Okay, good. With one ball and a shitty sack.
What? What?
That was funny. So yes,
Funny, 'cause
fatherhood.
I got backup. I got mood. I got I got Kyle. I got Nikka. I had Witness. Mood this morning. He's like, oh no. He like asked me questions that he could like look up in like 5 seconds. He's always just like asking me.
This wasn't where it was supposed to go.
I don't care. It's been a really good morning for me. I have witnesses.
We were gonna talk
Kyle's
about ball
like, yeah. Bodhi will go like, yeah. Can you set up a whole thing? Like, it was like a great morning for me because all the stuff he gets on me about, and then I get irritated with, and then he makes me think there's something wrong with me that
you're
I like
nagging that you're like
that I have a disagreement with. I just bore witness to like all these other people that have the same annoyance, and it's not just me. I'm awesome. Yay! I'm awesome.
Okay.
He's gonna lose his other ball. Just to be careful.
I need about a half hour for it to go back down. Am I still too far over
You
there?
just keep starting to go away from me.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Being repelled.
it's the instinct. It's
I know.
the survival
I'm
instinct. Oh my God. Well, first of all, we had dinner last night, and the things that we were talking about were.
I had tears. We went to dinner last night, and then I was like at a department store, and I had mascara chunks, all like raccoon
From
eyes,
Nikka
because she
making us
made me
laugh.
laugh so hard that my eyes were watering, and then I had to rub them.
Do you remember some of the things that we were talking about? I don't remember. I remember nappy dugout and spin class. Those were the two things that I didn't.
You were excited about the fact that maybe we could orgasm in a spin class. No.
Wait, I wasn't excited by
That
that.
was my interpretation. It made an imprint.
It was when you guys realized that you could.
Oh, and then we were like, okay, take the kids, bye. I'm going to Buddy and Saul. I gotta
How did
work
it
on
come
my
up that
fitness.
orgasms could happen in spin class? What made us realize that?
Because we were wondering if the boys also, because they're learning how to
Because
ride
you
bikes.
taught Easton how to ride a bike without
Right.
training wheels yesterday, and then you commented that maybe it felt good for him.
Maybe.
That you thought because we were
Right.
talking about
Okay, I remember
Thanks.
now.
boys playing
Yes.
with themselves because we were trying to indoctrinate her about
Kids,
what it's like to
kids.
have a boy, a son, and the
that's what
boys
it was.
walk around taking their thing out and like, and they just like play with their penis and touch it everywhere. She was
Let's
like,
just
"They
back
do?"
up this conversation, just so everyone follow what we're talking about. We have two young sons. She has an even younger son, and young boys have a tendency to take out their dong-a-dong a lot and just like do things with it. And
Right.
I don't think
I just
think
don't do it a
any
lot.
parent of a boy has seen this to be true. So
Right.
Kyle?
I taught.
Does he take it out?
Oh yeah.
all over the place.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's
Yeah.
So
it's
this
not
is like
just,
new for me because he's not really doing that yet.
Yeah, it's
He's
what
a little-
little boys do.
Right.
So I had taught my youngest how to ride a bicycle without training wheels yesterday.
It was a very big accomplishment. It was an awesome
very
dad moment.
excited.
It was
Yeah.
amazing. And then I look in the back of the car on the way back, and he's got his dingling out, and he's just like, yeah!
Right. yeah.
And he was like a lot of like just energy filled, and you said maybe the bicycle riding
Like turned him on.
turned him on. I was like, I don't think
Because of the
bicycle
rubbing
riding
or something. I
turned
said, I
him
think
on,
that's
no.
more of a girl thing.
Yes.
Right.
And then
But
that
he got
got us
excited.
onto. He
No,
got excited.
and then I remembered hearing stories about women having orgasms on bicycles as a boy.
And then I
It
said,
stuck
if I
in
could
my
have
head.
an orgasm riding a bicycle, you'd never see me again. I'd be like I'd trek across country. I'd be like, I'm
Going on 100K.
I'd make it. I'd make it for charity.
Jenna's been an avid bike rider. She just can't get off that bike.
Now we'll know.
I'd be like orgasm for charity. Like a jogathon.
Orgasathon.
People sponsoring your orgasms. That Jenna Elfman, boy, she just rides and rides. She just never
like
seems to get
Forrest Gump,
tired.
but on a bike.
Just across country, back again.
like with a beard.
Just Kegel muscle flaring. Jenna's got one of the notorious strongest Kegels ever.
Oh my gosh.
She could tighten a screw. Here, why don't you take this Coke bottle top off? So,
I'd have to really wear like maxi pads doing that.
oh my god,
Oh my god.
oh my god.
Can I have a paper
He's
towel?
He's gonna bonk the camera.
Block the camera.
So that led me to say that
Thank
if
you.
girls could get oh no, you guys then said, is that why women are always at spin class? And all of a sudden I was like, whoa, that is the fucking ding 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 ding, because all these friends that I know, their girls are like, I'm just going to spin class, and you look in the window and it's like that fucking like they're like
And the-
Look at there's like 10 of them. They're like. I realize now they're
kind
just
of, like, manic
literally
about
getting
it.
off. Yeah. Because it's more than an exercise. It's like literally just fucking like.
With
It's
the
a very
adrenaline.
well-rounded type of exercise.
It's
Right.
true.
Very-
And
it's very relaxing.
Many
in the
birds
end.
with one
afterwards,
Yeah.
we're all just like.
seat stone.
Totally.
I just picture a spin class with women just popping off, like, yeah!
That's the sound we make when we orgasm.
Oh my god.
when we
We sound
pop
like
it off.
barbarians.
Yeah!
Okay, I do have to tell a funny story about sex last night.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Okay, so okay, I'm trying to figure out how to articulate it.
Does it have anything to do with my certain parts
With
of my
you?
body? having-
No, nothing.
No, it was the orchestra, the family orchestra with you, me, and then so I arrived at the party first. And so, and the sound that came out was slightly more of that of maybe like a blues singer rather than like a soprano.
Yours.
Mine.
Yours. How do you mean?
And then yours was the
I'm not
miner's
gonna do
cough.
it.
And then I just sit under my.
I just bonked my face on the microphone laughing. I went, ha ha ha.
I did Zoolander's minor cough as I came.
Which is super sexy, by the
Women
way.
love Zoolander's minor's cough during orgasm.
No, but then you made a baritone sound when you came, and then Rocco was sitting in the room, and then so
Our
I
dog.
did it,
Our dog.
and then it was
Let's be
like
clear
beat
about this.
beat, and then Bodhi did it, and then beat beat. Rocco went.
And then Jenna started laughing,
I
which
started laughing so hard.
then
Which
immediately-
activates the Kegel.
which then activates the Kegel, which then pushed me,
which then deactivated
which then
him.
deactivated me. Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! That is exactly what happened. It was. What was your sound here? How did yours go?
What
I'm
was
not
your
doing
sound?
it.
It was
That
like
is
bluesy.
nobody's
It
business.
was bluesy. It was like
So not
it was Eddie James.
That's not what Etta James sounds like.
No, it was
That's
like,
someone who's got like a problem.
Okay, it was like, and I was like, and then Rocco was like,
Rocco was like,
and then you
He
laughed.
did it twice though. He was like, like he was mimicking us. Like, oh, we're doing that now. So he's like, oh, okay, I'll do that.
And then you giggled, and then I
so funny.
deactivated.
That's so funny.
Fuck.
That's awesome.
That's horrible. This is amazing.
But isn't it like terrible when you have to like put a pillow over your head because your kids are in the room right next door? And
Yes.
Yes.
You're like veins popping out of your forehead because you're like holding it in. You're like surely having an aneurysm also. Or an organurism. Because you're like
God.
trying to be.
The microphone again. I feel like that.
a rough time with this today.
Nothing like that.
Yes, this is kind of how it is.
Oh, that's better. That's,
That's how you
better.
were last night.
That's the like drunk guy. He's like, it's like, I got no. It's right. It's right here. I got it. Wait.
I'm flop sweating. My eyes are watering. I can't breathe.
This will never be the same. We'll never be the same again.
Okay, Nick, I have a super personal question.
Oh, this was
God.
amazing.
And you can totally say, like, no, I'm not fucking answering that, or I'll answer it not while I'm holding a microphone. But that's okay too.
Okay.
Does either you or Justin, or as a married couple, do you guys like make sure you have sex like a certain amount of times a week?
A week? No. No.
I'm under demand. See? So it's the eggs, the toast, and it's got to be twice a week or he goes like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And then
no.
last night he's telling me, you know, I met this older lady once and she was talking about her
I'm so
very
full of
jolly
shit.
husband. She's like, he was such a jolly guy. And, you know, they seemed like really, they were married
such a
forever.
jolly guy.
He was jolly. And she was like, yeah, you know, he just wanted to make love every night.
Oh.
And so, you know, we did. Then he
I-
was like, you know, like sharing this story
I
as
am
if to like
literally
put a standard
doing
there. Like,
PR stories to my wife about what a great wife she would be. Like it's like
if
brain,
only.
it's like mind manipulation I was doing last night, where I'm
Right.
like trying to instill in her the idea that every night is really what makes a happy marriage. I mean, it's profoundly fucked up, but it's not for any nefarious means. It's just I love making love to my wife. I just love it a lot.
Which is lovely.
Yeah, and I would
Totally
say
selfless is what you're saying.
Well, I would say, listen, more times than not, she arrives to her destination before I do, and
so
always
you're
afterwards, she's always happy with that it occurred.
You're always happy when it's over.
That's one way to look at it.
Now I can go to sleep. This is really what I wanted to do like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that kind of hits home.
You know what happens?
No, it is wonderful.
Because I
kinda
want to
hits
go
hard.
to sleep at 8:30 when I put the kids down. And then I'm not allowed to because he's like
put Bodhi down.
pacing. He also like pacing, looking in the door. He peeks into the boys to like let me know, don't fall asleep. Don't you fall asleep. Paces, you hear him doing things, and that's his cue to me that like he's
Kegel
expecting
exercises.
me. Or he texts me like an eggplant while I'm putting the kids down, so that that's his way of saying don't go to bed. And then I'm so tired, and then I'm like, fuck it, he's gonna be such an asshole if I don't, because he gets very fussy and PMSy if he doesn't get laid. Then I go in there and do it, and then it wakes me up, and then I can't go to sleep for 2 more hours, and then I'm tired the next day.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right.
Boom, crack.
Rob's mic.
We are moving on.
But do you put it in the calendar so you remember that you did it twice in 1 week?
No, but I am going to start keeping statistics.
Right.
Because she says that I'm going to keep a
sexy.
chart. Oh, I'm going to keep a chart. I'm going to keep a fucking chart.
Sex chart.
I'm not going to tell him about it.
Can't you just like handle yourself, Bodhi, like one
That's what
time a
I
week?
say. I
No?
say just handle yourself at least once a week to take the edge off.
I don't.
And he doesn't.
I don't. I like the real thing. I'm a real thing guy.
God, you're such a sex snob.
All right. Well, listen, I was going to fade out right now on a song, but I couldn't get it ready. I think you guys have dominated the whole fucking thing in a great way.
Because we're awesome.
I'm going to go. I think I just got my period, so I'm going to go handle that. I love you. You're amazing, Nikka. Thank you for coming and changing the forecast of our podcast from here on out. It was amazing.
I apologize.
I leave it to you guys. Green tea.
Oh. No, this is how I actually feel. Even though I know that this is about a politician,
Right.
this is how I feel about my husband.
Okay.
When he wants me to have sex.
Daily.
Cat's got your tongue, the jungle's one. Enemy lies dripping your mind or something. But you say you're keeping it safe in the hands of a God-fearing man. We turn our backs, it shakes the day.